guys, this is Leah. I decided since I can't be with you guys that often due to classes and a crazy schedule, I'm just going to start making videos so that it can kind of break up your parts of advisory. And I just want to send some messages to you guys because it seems like fun. So I sat in a little bit a couple weeks ago on your guys' discussions about starting a peer mentoring program. So in middle school, I was involved in peer mentoring. So I think it's pretty cool that you guys are interested in starting one at Metro because I think it'd be really helpful now that we have 4 different classes. So I did a little research, and this is all you need to know about starting a peer mentoring program. Ta-da! Let's see. So, to start a mentoring program, one thing that you really need to think about doing is advertising it all over the school. So, like, that doesn't just mean doing announcements at, announcement time in the morning, but, like, putting up posters. Maybe you could send a mass email if you want to, putting up some sign-up sheets for mentors and stuff like that. So, after you have a little bit of participation or, like, people who are volunteering to participate, a mentoring program requires training for potential mentors. And this can include some icebreakers because I think that the volunteers in the program should feel comfortable with each other and with you guys since you're organizing the whole thing. Then the next thing you need to think about is matching the mentors and the mentees. And by no means are all of your matches going to be perfect the first time. So in the beginning it might be a little bit rocky just because you're trying to match people. But don't worry about it because there are going to be, inevitably there are always some different personalities that might not mesh well together, and so it takes a little bit of time to work that out. So don't worry about that. And then there needs to be ongoing support within the community to maintain and improve the mentoring relationship. So that means that even though you guys are just organizing it, some of you might choose to be volunteers like mentors or something in the program, but as the project organizers, you still need to be meeting with the mentors and with each other regularly to just catch up and see how the program's going. So I think it'd be useful for you guys as part of your preparation for this to do some research that's provided by national organizations. So obviously there's Big Brothers Big Sisters and other things like that. So you can Google it and there are a bunch of listings. But one thing that I found that was really awesome today was the National Mentoring Center, and you can find it at www.nwrel.org. And that is a great site because it has plenty of online resources like research articles, videos, and things that are specially geared towards starting a program. So I think it would really help us if we check out that website and other things like that. And it's okay if we only start with a small number of matched pairs because as the program volunteers become more experienced and as interest grows, you can increase participation school-wide. So don't worry if it's a little bit small at first because, that's just the way it's going to be. Don't expect to hit the ground running the first time, but you're going to start growing and getting things together. So that's, don't worry about that. One thing that we all need to keep in mind is that community support is important throughout this entire process. So, volunteers can staff the program as far as, mentoring trainers and coordinators and stuff like that, but support from persons outside outside your advisory group is also required for the program to be a success. So this support comes from the teachers of the school, the administration, and sometimes the parents of the people that are being mentored by this program. Volunteers should not be asked to make this bridge, but as this project's coordinating committee, you guys as an advisory needs to ensure that you maintain the support of our school faculty. That's just, important. Yeah. Let's see. So when you start the program, it's important to decide what the minimum time commitment for mentors is going to be. So this includes time for training, meeting with the mentee, following up with any issues that might come up with the mentee, and learning about available resources. And as the coordinators, you all need to inform the mentors with a list of available resources and encourage them to use the resources, like websites and videos and stuff like that. And whatever time commitment that the mentors decide on, the program coordinators will need to check regularly with the mentors and make sure that they're meeting this requirement. The primary element required for an effective mentoring program is time. Every mentor agrees to a minimum time commitment, so does the younger person being mentored, or just the mentee. Mentors should schedule routine visits with those they're mentoring and should be absolutely committed to keeping these commitments. Let's see. Investment of time and self is a huge challenge for mentors, and all of you need to keep this in mind. Failing to follow through with a relationship, with a mentor-mentee relationship, by canceling or not showing up for a meeting or just not demonstrating enough attention and support to someone who depends on the mentor in some cases, is worse than never getting involved in the first place. So it's sometimes difficult for volunteers in the program to understand this. So before you assign mentors to someone, to mentee or whatever, make sure that your mentors appreciate the importance of the role they're going to be playing in the program and in the school, and that they're ready and able to keep their commitment to the mentee, because this is important. Let's see, so some things that mentors can provide to the mentees is personalized guidance and friendship, experience and knowledge about how to be a successful Metro student, information about academic resources, co-curricular activities, and the social life at Metro. So it's just basically keeping people, the mentees feeling like they're connected to Metro. So like I said before, in the beginning things probably won't be easy, and everyone needs to recognize that you need to match the academic and interpersonal skills of the mentor with the educational needs of the mentee being tutored. So you also need to realize that there may be some issues that may prevent certain pairs from being made, like personality stuff or like time or something like that. Something that's really important that we all need to keep in mind about this whole program thing is that it has to be able to show and prove its benefits, because you guys don't want to be wasting your time or the school's time or anybody's time. So some things that you might want to be aiming for with this program is some goals that you can make. So improving the grades or other measures of academic performance of the youth being mentored. You can improve the mentored youth's self-esteem and confidence. This program also teaches mentors valuable communication skills that are really important, and everybody is going to learn that at some point at Metro, hopefully anyway, so this is a good chance to get that done. It also teaches mentors, people who volunteer to be mentors, the importance of commitment, and it sensitizes them to the needs, experiences, and situations of other members of our Metro community. Lastly, it strengthens community ties by creating opportunities for youth to work with and learn from younger and older members of the community. Basically. My personal advice to be able to prove that the program is creating lasting positive effects is to use evaluations, which includes in the beginning and in the end, but during as well. Evaluating a peer mentoring program requires both short and long-term perspectives, because in the short term, regular check-ins with mentoring pairs and monitoring of recruitment and training and stuff will help to keep the program on the right path. But in the long term, following up with the mentees who are mentored to determine how the relationship affected them can provide important data on the program's success. So you guys want to know if you're actually making an impact. So the kinds of things that you can ask both the mentor and the mentee can be what they find most valuable and what they believe should be changed in the future. So you can give out a survey every month or a week or whatever you choose, or you can just put out a suggestion box, which is available at all times. So if they just have a suggestion they want to throw in there, they can go ahead. So there, I have some examples of questions that you can ask the people who are participating when you're evaluating the program. So for example, how did the peer mentoring program help you? What were some of your favorite activities with the program? What were some of your least favorite activities? How did the program compare with your expectations? How do you think the program could be improved? What did your mentor do especially well, or how could they improve? So there are some things, like that you could ask. Also, you guys need to ask yourselves what you can do to meet the many different needs of the youth being mentored, and how you can recruit more mentors and provide services to a greater number of young persons in the community of Metro. So you can take a good look at the input you receive from mentors and the mentees, and then you can make adjustments to strengthen your program, because obviously you guys are going to want to make improvements to grow. So there are a few ways that the program can help tie everyone together and not just have a bunch of different pairs meeting up at different times. I suggest creating activities throughout the year to enhance the mentor and mentee relationship. So basically, mentees and mentors can both help planning activities that they want to, because they're all part of the program, just in different roles. Some activities can include bowling nights, holiday parties, or movie and game nights, just stuff to get people together and feel like there's a sense of community, because that's kind of the point of this whole thing anyway. Okay, so there's another video after this that Miss Weaver might be clicking on, so yeah, watch that. But yeah, thanks for watching this so far. Bye!